Hey YouTubers, welcome to part 2 on how to manually program your BCD436 truncated system, part 2. In part 1, I already showed you how to program in the site frequencies, okay? And also went over the fact that you only have to program in the control channels only when you do it manually. Alright, now the next part is how you program in specific departments that you want to listen to within a truncated system, okay? There are many of them, okay? Since it's the beginning, since it's the first part of the radio reference, the first department that's listed for Massachusetts for the Motorola system is the mutual aid inter-system, okay? So what you're going to do is that is going to be your department, okay? So we have new department, click on that. Again, you really do want to edit the name and call it what it really is on top, and by scrolling the key you can do that, okay? So you go to M for mutual aid, for example, then you want to go to U, and so forth, okay? This, of course, will take you all day, so this is why I'm not going to do it for this video, the whole thing, but you get the idea, okay? And I'm going to go to T. I'm only going to do MUT, okay, as part of the department, okay? But you want to label the whole thing as mutual aid, okay? When you're finished, you will hit the yes key to say that you saved it. So right now, it says mutuartment, but you do want to write the whole thing out if you really want to program it for real, okay? So the mutual aid, okay, is the department. Now, you want to scroll down to edit channel, okay? Edit channel, click on top. Okay, and this is where you're going to put the channels in, okay? And the channels basically are just what you see under DEC. If you look at that closely, it says DEC, okay? Those are the channel numbers in the truncated systems, okay? As you see down, I'm just going to scroll down even further, and all this is all the DEC numbers are the channel numbers. Okay, you do not have to worry about that hex. I have no idea what that even is. You do not have to worry about that thing that says hex. The mode, okay, the reason why it says A means it's an analog mode, meaning that you're not going to hear a digital voice on that particular channel. Okay, not all of them are labeled A, I don't believe. I think if I scroll down much further, yeah, here, for example, Franklin County, if you decide to program that in as well, the mode is D, which means those particular channels are going to be in digital. Okay, if you see a mode, I don't know if there are any in this particular one, but if you see a mode that's labeled T, the T is also a digital mode as well. So both D and T stand for digital. If you see a T and an E next to it, which I don't see any here, but if you see a T and an E next to it, avoid it, because that means it's encrypted, okay? Especially if you see a T and a capital E, that means encrypted full time. A capital T and lowercase e would mean encrypted some of the time or most of the time, okay? So basically anything that you see that's labeled E or TE are going to be encrypted or mostly encrypted channels. Alright, these are all A's, so those are fine. We can program them in and you will be able to hear them. So let's go back to mutual aid system. Okay, I'm sorry, the mutual aid inter-system department. And so for example, if you want to hear the Greater Boston Local Public Safety, okay, that's going to be channel number, I'm going to zoom in here, 36336, okay? So say if you want to hear that, you're going to type that in as your channel, okay? So that's where we left off, at new channel. We're going to press in that button. Trying to get the zoom working here. It's not really working too well. Okay, so enter TGID. Okay, all TGID stands for is a talk group ID, which is the same thing as the DEC, and it's also the same thing as a channel. Why they have so many different abbreviations for the same darn thing, I have no idea. It's just the idiots who write radio reference. That's what they do. Anyway, so you're going to do DEC 336 is going to be the first channel if you want to hear the Greater Boston Local Public Safety. So we're going to type in on the scanner 3, 36336, like that. Okay, just type it in. That's your channel number, that's your DEC, that's your talk group. All the same thing. 36336, and then you hit the yes key or the E to accept. Okay, so now you have your first channel in that trunket system. Okay, again, you're going to want to label it and name it. Okay, so and under edit name, you're going to want to click on it if you want to keep it in your scanner. And then instead of 336, sometimes what I do is I like to keep the channel number in there, and I'll just scroll over, and next to it I'll start typing in, for example, Greater Boston. So you're going to go to G, and then you have to go to the next letter, next character, and scroll until you get to an R. Okay, and again, this could take a while, but if you want to do it manually, this is how you do it. Okay, and then you want to make that an E. Okay, and we'll go to T just to show you. A. Okay, and then T. Okay. And you get the idea. Okay, so you're going to label that channel Greater, just like Greater Reference says, Greater Boston Local Public Safety. Okay, you can abbreviate, you can do however you want, but you do want to label it so you know what you're listening to. Enter when you're done. Okay, so we have one channel in this trunket system already programmed in. Exit out. Okay, now of course you're going to want to do several. If you want to do all the channels, you're going to list all of them in here. You're going to do new channel. For example, I'll do another one. New channel, hit the button on top, and the next channel you might want to do, you want to hear the second channel for Greater Boston Local Public Safety is 36368. So you're going to label right here 36368. Okay, enter. Alright, so now you have both of those channels in there for the Greater Boston Local Public Safety under this trunket system. Okay, and you're going to do that for everything under mutual aid. Now when you get down to state police, okay, now again, you only program in what you want to hear. Okay, say for example under state police, the only thing I want to hear are the statewide helicopters. Okay, and basically Radar Reference has that boldface, which means it's more of which basically means it's an important talk group or an important channel, or one of the main important channels to have in that department. So as you can see, though, it's a new department. It's called State Police Statewide. Okay, so you don't want to program that channel under this, right? You want to exit out of that, right? Exit out of that. Okay, and then you're going to scroll up, and then you're going to click on New Department, because you're going to make this a new department called State Police. Okay, again, click on top, edit name, and you're going to label this State Police. Okay, and you're going to go through the whole thing until you label it completely. Hit the E button when you're done. Okay, and then what you do, you go to Edit Channel, hit the top button, New Channel, hit top button again, and then you begin entering these channels under DEC. The first one is listed as a special event, but say if you only want to hear the helicopters that are listed as 35472, then you can just type in the channel right here, 35472. Enter. Okay, and so forth. Okay, so let's say that you're finished. This is all you want to listen to. Okay, of course you do want to label that channel. I'm not going to in this video, but you know how to do it. I gave you the idea earlier of how to do it. Exit out, exit out, exit out. Okay, exit out again. Keep exiting out. Okay, and remember, because this is a favorite list, okay, you do want to label the favorite. You want to give it a quick key, okay, so you know how to get to it when you're scanning. So I'm going to do set favorite list quick key. Okay, this is basically the bank that you want to put it in on your scanner. In your mind, you need to know which banks you already have used. Okay, so you don't overwrite anything. I know I have nothing in bank 30, for example, so I'm going to go down to 30, and I'm going to click on the top key for 30. Okay, so now that's it. this is going to be favorite list 30, okay, for that trunket system. So I'm going to exit out. Again, it's not labeled as Massachusetts or anything like that. It's just labeled as favorite 0 right now on my scanner. Of course, you're going to want to change that to say what you really want to say. Okay, I'm going to exit everything out completely. Okay, and then it's going to go back to my standard thing right here. So what I want to do here is, if I only want to listen to favorite list 30, I'm going to take out my favorite list 1. So I'm going to hit 1, enter, so it won't be scanning 1 anymore. I also want to take out bank 3, so 3, enter, so it's not scanning bank 3 anymore. And now 30 is already in there. Actually, it just says 0 on top, but it's actually 30. Okay, and this is it. Right now it's scanning what I just programmed in. Okay, I didn't label it, but this is what I just programmed in. I'm scanning 30 right now. Okay, I can turn 30 off, hit 30 again, enter, and then you're gonna see it's nothing to scan because I don't have anything. I don't have any banks I want to scan right now. So if I want to scan 30, enter. Now I'm scanning favorite list 30 only. Okay, and everything I programmed into that trunket system I just showed you earlier. All right. So any questions or comments? Please. Feel free to post. Only positive comments will be accepted under this YouTube video. All negative and hateful or nasty comments will, of course, be deleted right away, and you will be banned from seeing my further videos. Alright, so that's about it. And again, hope you have a good day, and I hope you learned something new with the BCD436 scanner.